Today I'm going to go over the Kifaru Field Quiver panel. This thing's been awesome so far. I've tried multiple other types of quivers for the arrows. Nothing's worked as good as what this has so far. I've tried the ones that have the steel clips. They kind of hang out with the tubes. I've had the backpack with the tubes in the backpack. I've had some other variations as well, but nothing's been more so comfortable and functional than what this is. That's the big thing for me, is the comfort of this. Whether you're just doing a 3D course, doesn't matter what the terrain is. If you're doing it in the backyard, just flinging some arrows, this has been great. To kind of go over it, this thing comes in at 6.4 ounces. It's 10 by 16 inches. It's got a nice, just heavy-duty clip from what you can see. Really locks in there. What I like about it is the adjustability. It's got some heavy-duty Velcro, as you can see right here. So you can really just play around with overall size, which you can fit. So if you're wearing a little bit heavier clothing, come fall time, depending on where you live, you can really open that up. Summertime, like right now, you can go in, tighten, cinch that up, whether you're wearing shorts, doesn't matter what you're wearing. You can really find that to just fine tune on your belt. It doesn't slide down on you. It doesn't move up on you, which is another big thing that I like about it. You don't have to use belt loops for it. I can't stand the ones where you have to use belt loops for them. The other thing about this is that you get a nice leg strap right here. You can use it if you don't want to. You can actually just pull it all out right here. You can just completely remove it. I typically leave it on there just so I'm not losing it. But if I don't want to use it, I'll just clip it and then kind of just stuff the straps back into here and just let it ride on the side. If you're wearing pants, you don't even know if it's clipped or not. But if you are doing a lot of hiking, going up and down terrain, it's really nice to actually have. I kind of leave it a little bit looser. I don't tighten it and cinch it up really against the leg. I haven't found a need to it. It does come with a little bit of a loop here, so you can store that extra cord inside here. So it's just not dangling. Like I said, you could take this whole thing off and literally put it inside the pocket or a zip pack, the front zip pocket here. As you see, it's got the de-webbing all over it, and Kifaru sells all sorts of different items attached to it. I got the marsupial pouch for my binos. I actually keep this attached up on this top portion right here. As you can see, it slides in, and then it's just got a nice simple button. You can clip it on there. It doesn't feel weird or weighty or anything like that. I'm a lefty, so I'm a left-handed shooter. This thing rides on my left hip, so I typically keep this in the front, and then I leave the arrows here in the back. On the inside of this, you have pretty nice opening. As you can see on the inside, you can store anything in here. I typically will throw in my arrow puller in there. A lot of times though, I'll take this and I strap it to this loop right in here and leave it hanging once it's zipped. If it's kind of annoying me, you can always unzip it, throw it into this side, and then zip again, which is nice. It just kind of stays in there. You don't have to worry about losing it. They do make a water bottle holder. They make multiple other holders that you can put on the side here. You can configure it how you want. I wanted to configure it with just by basically adding in the range finder, be able to find my range where I'm at. And it's worked great for me. I may add on some other pouches as I get down the road, but right now, this is working perfectly fine for me. The way your arrows go in here, you have two loops on the inside. These two loops, you have lefty and righty. I mean, you can rearrange it however you need to, but they'll hold multiple arrows, as you can see. Like I can stuff all of these inside here, and then there's plenty of room for more. You can run as little or as many as you want to. Imagine it's an overflow. If you really want to throw a lot of arrows in here, you could toss them all in there and you're fine, especially if you're just shooting in the backyard, just as a nice place instead of bending down and picking them up. They do stay in there. They don't slide out. When you buckle it, it stays nice to your side, as you can see right here. Buckle that, and I'm able to pull, and no issues whatsoever. Zipper construction on these. Man, the zipper is really, really solid. It's got it's almost like a membrane that's over top of here. You can see it kind of keeps water, anything out of there, but it's just a really big, chunky, industrial type zipper that works really, really nice. And once again, the construction, this thing's it's just double stitched all over, all throughout the sides. This is, I believe, this is kind of like the Ranger green color. I kind of geared more towards that. I thought it was a really cool color. I think they make more of a desert style color as well. Just depends what fits your desires of color range. The marsupial pouch. I don't believe they make this. This is made from marsupial, but it's a pretty nice pouch actually. It's got a magnet back in here. It'll snap, as you can see. That's just a nice little snap in there. So you don't worry about your binos. They give you 2 straps here on the side. You can tie in, which is what I typically do, just because I'll convert this over to my hunting binos and wear this on there. It's nice and quiet, which is what I like about it. I leave it pretty much open. If I need to shoot or whatever I'm doing, I can drop the binos and then get my shot off. I don't have to worry about stuffing this back inside here. Colors of these, as you can see, they match up perfectly. So it's a really nice pairing with it. But man, overall, this has been a great piece of equipment to have. And just I've told my buddies about it, and they've gone out and they've bought them and they've fallen in love with them just like I have. Like I said, Aaron and those guys over at Kifaru make solid equipment. Pricing on it is fair. So check it out, the Kifaru Arrow Quiver.